The 5 best investments to become a millionaire fast. Have you ever wondered why some people get rich so fast while others spend their entire lives struggling financially without making progress? What do they know that most people don't? The truth is, the path to becoming a millionaire is not a mystery for those who know where to invest. And today, you'll discover exactly the 5 best investments that can accelerate your journey to wealth. In this video, I will show you strategies used by millionaire investors who multiply their money intelligently and consistently. It doesn't matter if you're starting from scratch or if you already have some capital invested. Knowing where to put your money is the first step to financial freedom. And there's more. At the end, I'll reveal one powerful bonus tip that can further boost your gains and make your money work for you. So, if you're ready to change your financial future, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay with me until the end, because what I'm about to share could be the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Defining the problem and context. Many people believe that the only way to get rich is by working hard their whole lives and saving every penny. But this mindset keeps millions of people trapped in the rat race, where money is never enough and financial freedom seems impossible. What really separates the wealthy from everyone else is not how much they earn, but how they invest their money. Millionaires don't let their money sit idle. They make money work for them, investing in assets that grow and generate more wealth over time. For example, think about those who invested in Amazon, Tesla, or Apple 10 years ago. These companies exploded in value, and those who believed in them back then could be millionaires today. On the other hand, many people ignored these opportunities out of fear or lack of knowledge. And that's exactly what you're going to avoid from now on. Because today, we're going to explore the 5 best investments that can accelerate your wealth and ensure that your money grows exponentially over time. And most importantly, I'll show you how to invest safely and smartly, avoiding the mistakes that make many people lose money. So, without further delay, let's dive into the first strategy. Overview of the solutions. Now that you understand why investing is essential to building wealth, it's time to discover the 5 best ways to multiply your money and speed up your path to becoming a millionaire. There are many ways to invest, but not all of them provide a good balance between risk and return. What I'm about to show you are investments that have already turned ordinary people into millionaires. And the best part, anyone can start. Here are the 5 investments that have created the most millionaires in recent years. 1. Growth stocks. How innovative companies like Tesla, Amazon, and Nvidia made investors rich. 2. Real estate and rental income. Why millionaires always invest in real estate. 3. Cryptocurrencies and digital assets. How Bitcoin and Ethereum have built fortunes and still hold potential. For ETFs and index funds, the safest and easiest way to invest and grow wealth. 5. Owning or investing in businesses, the favorite investment of billionaires. Now, let's start with the first investment, which has the potential to multiply your money exponentially. Investment. Growth stocks and tech companies. If you want to rapidly grow your wealth, you need to understand the power of growth stocks. This type of investment has already turned thousands of people into millionaires and continues to be one of the best ways to multiply money in the long run. But what are growth stocks? They are shares of innovative companies in high-growth sectors. These companies reinvest their profits to expand, and as a result, their stock prices skyrocket over time. Examples. Let's talk about Tesla, Amazon, Nvidia, and Apple. These companies revolutionized their industries, grew exponentially, and those who invested early saw their money multiply many times over. Amazon. If you invested $1,000 in 2010, today you would have more than $30,000. Tesla. Those who bought shares in 2012 saw their money grow by more than 20,000%. Nvidia. In recent years, its value has exploded with the rise of artificial intelligence. Now, how can you take advantage of these opportunities? Look for companies with innovation and rapid growth. Focus on sectors like technology, artificial intelligence, and renewable energy. Think long-term. Great fortunes were built by investing before the explosive growth, but be careful. Not all tech companies are good investments. That's why it's essential to choose those with solid fundamentals, real growth, and constant innovation. Now that you understand the power of growth stocks, let's move on to the second investment, which is also a millionaire favorite: real estate and passive income. Investment, real estate, and passive rental income. If there's one investment that has always been present in wealth creation, it's real estate. It's no coincidence that millionaires and billionaires always allocate a portion of their wealth to real estate investments. But why is real estate so powerful for those looking to build wealth quickly? The answer is simple. It combines property appreciation and passive income. Here are some ways to make money with real estate. Buying an appreciation: purchase a property at a low price and sell it for a much higher value years later. Traditional rental income: buy properties to rent out and generate a steady monthly income. Short-term rentals like Airbnb, a strategy that can yield even higher returns than traditional rentals. Real estate investment trusts: invest in premium real estate with a much smaller capital and receive monthly dividends. For example, imagine you buy a property for $200,000 and rent it out for $2,000 per month. That already provides guaranteed passive income, plus the property's appreciation over time. Now, if you don't want to buy physical property, you can invest in REITs, which allow you to earn rental income without having to own an entire property. And speaking of modern investments, let's move on to one of the most explosive markets of the past decade: cryptocurrencies and digital assets. Investment: cryptocurrencies and digital assets. If there's one investment that has transformed the lives of many people in recent years, it's cryptocurrencies. Despite being one of the most controversial assets, there's no denying the fact that Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other promising cryptos have created millionaires. But why are cryptocurrencies so powerful? Simple. They offer an incredible potential for appreciation. Unlike traditional stocks, cryptocurrencies can increase in value by 100x or even 1000x within a few years. Real example: someone who bought Bitcoin at $1,000 in 2013 saw their investments surpass $1 million in 2021. Ethereum, which was worth just a few cents in 2015, reached thousands of dollars in value. However, be cautious. The crypto market is extremely volatile, and many investors lose money due to a lack of strategy. Here are some tips to invest wisely. Focus on solid cryptos. Bitcoin and Ethereum are the safest choices. Avoid gambling on unknown coins. Many are scams or pure speculation. Diversify your portfolio. Never put all your money into a single asset. And if you think you missed the opportunity, think again. The crypto market still holds enormous potential, and those who understand the right strategies can take advantage of the next big surge. Now, if you're looking for a more stable and predictable investment, let's talk about ETFs and index funds, a perfect option for those who want to grow wealth securely. Investment: ETFs and index funds. If you want to invest in the stock market safely and without the hassle of picking individual stocks, ETFs and index funds are some of the best options available. But what exactly are ETFs? They are funds that bundle multiple stocks into a single investment, allowing you to invest in several companies at once without needing to analyze each one separately. Why do millionaires love ETFs? Automatic diversification. You invest in multiple companies at the same time. Lower risk. Since it's a fund, the decline of one stock is balanced by others. Solid growth. Many ETFs outperform individual stocks over time. Examples of ETFs that have performed extremely well in recent years: S&P 500. Invests in the 500 largest US companies and has grown over 300% in the last decade. Nasdaq 100. Focused on tech giants like Apple, Amazon, and Google. If you had invested $10,000 in the S&P 500 a decade ago, today you would have over $40,000 without needing to pick individual stocks. ETFs are perfect for those who don't want to take high risks, but still want to see their wealth grow. Now, if you really want to fast-track your journey to wealth, let's talk about the number one investment that billionaires prefer: owning or investing in businesses. Investment, owning or investing in businesses. If you look at the most successful billionaires in the world, you'll notice that most of them didn't get rich just by investing. They created or invested in businesses, generating massive profits and scalable growth. Why is investing in businesses so powerful? Higher potential returns. Unlike stocks or real estate, a business has no growth limit. Consistent cash flow. A profitable business generates income every month, independent of market fluctuations. Full control over results. You make the decisions on how to grow and expand. Ways to invest in businesses and build wealth quickly. Start an online business. E-commerce, digital products, and affiliate marketing allow you to start with little money. Invest in startups. Many investors became millionaires by betting early on companies like Uber and Airbnb. Buy small but promising businesses. Well-managed small businesses can grow fast and multiply in value. Real example. Jeff Bezos started Amazon as an online bookstore. Today, the company is worth trillions, making him one of the richest men in the world. But you don't need to create the next Amazon. Many millionaires started with small but highly profitable businesses, such as digital marketing, consulting, or specialized services. Now that you know the 5 best investments, how can you combine them strategically to maximize your earnings? Let's break it down next. Smart diversification strategy. Now that you know the 5 best investments to accelerate your journey to becoming a millionaire, the big question is, how do you combine them to maximize your earnings while reducing risk? The answer lies in smart diversification. The most successful investors don't put all their money into just one type of asset. Instead, they spread their investments strategically to ensure consistent growth and financial security. Here's an example of a strategic allocation. 40% in growth stocks and ETFs, to take advantage of stock market growth and compound wealth. 20% in real estate or REITs, to ensure a steady passive income stream. 15% in cryptocurrencies, to gain exposure to high growth potential assets. 15% in owning or investing in businesses, to generate strong cash flow and long-term value. 10% in an emergency fund and future opportunities, to protect your capital and seize great investment chances. This strategy allows you to grow your wealth without being overly dependent on a single investment type. And the best part, the earlier you start, the faster you'll see results. Now that you know exactly where to invest, let's talk about the mindset you need to take action and transform your financial future. Motivation and reflection. Now that you know the best investments to become a millionaire, there's one final question. Many people spend years delaying their decision to invest because they think they need a lot of money or because they're afraid of making mistakes. But the reality is, think about this. If you had invested $1,000 in Amazon, Bitcoin, or real estate 10 years ago, the difference between those who achieve financial freedom and those who stay stuck isn't just knowledge, it's action. The greatest investor's time is your greatest ally. The sooner you start, the faster you'll see results. Every dollar you invest today can be worth many times more in the future. Now, it's time to take the first step, and to help you even more, I have an important invitation for you. Now that you know the 5 best investments to become a millionaire fast, I want to hear from you. If this video helped you in any way, make sure to like this video so that more people can access this valuable content. And of course, and remember, wealth doesn't happen by chance. It's built through smart decisions. The difference between the rich and everyone else isn't luck, it's action. And now. So, start today, even if it's with a small amount. See you in the next video.